Hi everyone. If you've watched my first video, you know I've been waiting a long time for the Bronco. Now that I've finally driven it, I want to give you my first 9 impressions. Welcome to the Never Ending Weekend. Number 1, you know when you get in a car and you can hear the wind noise and you instinctively go for the window switches and you pull up to close the windows because you think there's a leak in the car somewhere? That's what happened the first time I got on the highway with the Bronco. It's pretty loud in here. It reminds me of a Wrangler I had a long time ago, but I'm pretty sure this is louder. Number 2, I'm not a tall guy, 5'6" and a little bit. I thought I wouldn't mind the height of the Sasquatch, but those 35-inch tires are pretty tall. If you have little kids or you need to drive around older people, it's something you might want to consider. One of the first things I'm going to change is the rock sliders to add a step. So watch out for that video. But in the meantime, it's a good thing I'm flexible. Number 3, it's only a minor gripe because it's only aesthetic, but considering this is a new car, it's still a little bit unacceptable. It's the way the hardtop fits together. It's not flat, and I'm sure they didn't design it that way. Number 4, the gas mileage sucks. By no means did I do a scientific experiment, but when I first got the Bronco, I drove it from full to empty 3 times, 3 tanks, and it barely got me over 1,000 kilometers. And considering how much gas costs these days, it's pretty hard not to notice. Number 5, this I knew about, but I didn't think it was going to bother me so much. It's how the rear seats fold down. I don't know if it's exclusive to the 2-door model, but you have to kind of go to the front, go to the back and forth to get the seats folded down. And even though I was expecting it, the rear cargo space is kind of small, so you have to fold the seats down more than, well, at least more than I thought you would. Number 6 is the rubberized floor mats from Ford. They're a bit flimsy and they move around quite a bit. They don't lock in place really well. I've had more than a few people climbing into the Bronco that have slipped because the floor mats have moved out of place. So if you're going to check this off on your options list, maybe think about going aftermarket. Number 7 is the automatic transmission. I've never personally owned a car with an automatic transmission. I've always bought a manual just because I like that connection you have with the drivetrain with a manual transmission. When I ordered the Bronco, I originally had the manual. When they announced that you couldn't get the 6-cylinder bigger engine with the manual, I decided that was okay. I was willing to go with the 4-cylinder, but then they added you couldn't get the off-road ready Sasquatch package, or at least you'd have to wait longer to get that with the manual transmission, and they couldn't tell you how long you had to wait. So I decided to go with the automatic, and I don't know if it's because I haven't driven an automatic in such a long time, but the pause that the torque converter gives you between pressing the accelerator down and then the car moving is something I wasn't expecting. And maybe it's just me, maybe I just have to get used to it, but I don't like it very much. Number 8 is the wireless charger. It simply doesn't work. It comes with a Lux package, and you're supposed to place your phone on the mat and it's supposed to charge your phone wirelessly. It connects for about a minute or 2 and then disconnects. And at first I thought maybe it was the phone moving around, but I've tried it with the car standing still, and without fail it disconnects after a minute or so. And number 9, and this is a good thing, I love my Bronco. It has a presence and a newness that other cars just don't have. I think it's a really fun car. One of the main criteria I have for buying any new vehicle is that will it be fun, and this is definitely a fun car to drive. I'm looking forward to all the things that I have ready to do to it, and hopefully you'll come along on the journey. So until next time, peace.